I'm sure you're aware that some companies check out job candidates online before they even consider hiring them. But you may not realize how many companies now do this and how extensive their sleuthing is. In a survey of recruiters in the United States, 75% reported that their companies have formal policies in place that require hiring personnel to research applicants online. And a whopping 90% regularly Google candidates to see what they can find out at a glance. 46% say they've uncovered digital deal breakers, such as ethics violations, that force them to eliminate a candidate from consideration. And what a recruiter considers bad behavior may be tame in your eyes. In a CareerBuilder.com survey, more than half of the employers who chose not to hire someone because of an online revelation did so because of provocative photos. In some instances, this was simply a picture of the candidate in a bikini. 44% said their decision had been based on a reference to drinking or drugs. And get this, some were even turned off by poor online communication skills. You must be ruthlessly diligent about the information that is available about you online. It's important to have a presence on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and so on. After all, you don't want to seem like someone who was kidnapped by aliens 5 years ago and just brought back to Earth. But you need to control what goes onto the internet, monitor it, and do your best to bury anything that is negative. Start by making sure your privacy settings on sites such as Facebook are in place. Be sure, too, that information that appears about you online is consistent. If your LinkedIn profile is even slightly different from the resume you send out, it's going to make a prospective employer wonder. Before you begin a job hunt, Jane Buckingham, the CEO of Trendera and author of The Modern Girl's Guide to Sticky Situations, recommends that you do a Google search on yourself and see what turns up. You should also sign up for a Google alert on your name so that you are always aware of what's being posted about you. If you find anything negative, you unfortunately can't erase it, but you can make it harder to find. One strategy is start a blog and frequently create new content. Search engines rank the most recent and frequent results first, so your blog will show up at the top and a negative story will move lower and lower. Companies such as Reputation Defender use similar tactics. Speaking of blogs, they're fine to do and can enhance your online profile, but you need to make yours professional in nature. Personal blogs can really lead to problems, Buckingham says. Lots of personal information doesn't appeal to many employers. Your blog should carry info related to your field, links to important articles, for instance, or insights from a talk you attended. There are 2 other important points to keep in mind. First, it's not just about what you do with information about yourself, Buckingham says. It's about what others do with it. Today, it's all about the power of the send. Let's say you go to a Halloween party dressed as Snooki. You have no intention of posting a picture of yourself in the costume, but a friend might take one and tag it. Watch out for anyone snapping photos. If you see a questionable shot of yourself on someone's Facebook wall, ask him or her to take it down immediately. Better yet, don't ever dress like Snooki. Second, be sure to understand how social media sites work. When you check someone out on LinkedIn, for example, it will alert him or her to the fact that you've done that. Do you want people to know that kind of stuff? If not, make yourself anonymous under your profile view setting. When you update your LinkedIn profile, it will send an alert to anyone who is following you, which could signal to an employer that you're ready to look for a new job. So, you might want to disable that feature as well. Of course, there's also good old-fashioned word of mouth to be conscious of. If, for instance, you develop a reputation for being difficult, bitchy, or indecisive, people will hear about it soon enough.